Okay, so we're back. Here is my tea water with lye. It's coming in at 136, and my oils are coming on at 121. So we're gonna get soaping. I'm impatient, as you can tell. So if you're just tuning in, we're making Earl Grey soap with tea, the tea leaves, Mad Micas, Goldfinger, and Grape Ape, with lavender and orange peels, because I do not have bergamot peels, but bergamot essential oil with piping rock and lavender with piping rock. And we're gonna make some noise. Now we're not going to mix this too much because I have a feeling it's going to get tick. But what we will do is scrape out because, oh by golly, if you're going to pay for it, I want you to have it, not my jars. Or my sink for that matter. So I was thinking about splitting this off because it's so dark. And I can't tell you exactly if it smells good or not. I try not to be woofing on it until it gets to the consistency I'm looking for, and then I will whiff all over it. Now, one thing I do know, bergamot is going to speed up trace extremely fast, like high speed it. As far as lavender, if I'm not mistaken, because I've not soaped with lavender in quite a while, lavender, if we're lucky enough, slows it down. Like my little spoon. These little nifty guys come from Wish, which grant you, by the way, people, I am not paid or endorsed by anybody I recommend. Nobody's forfeiting the bill over here but me. Nobody's paying me to advertise. Nobody. Would be nice, but nobody is paying for my products. Nothing. I don't even get free ones. I pay for that straight up, fair and square. But those little spoons are bamboo reusable spoons. They come from Wish. Have you ever shopped on that page? I'm a little overly addicted to Wish. But be smart, people. Read the description. Stop ordering dresses you think you're gonna fit, and it ends up fitting your little girl's baby doll. Beware, beware. Alright, so this is coming up thick on trace. If you look at it, kind of looks like applesauce. So either this is gonna work or this is gonna be a complete fail. But we shall see. I am probably the most stubborn soaper you have ever met. Like it or not, it's getting soaked. I don't think we're going to get a true white on this. We'll just lighten it up a bit, I guess. Earl ain't so gray. Earl's a little caramel. That's alright, Earl. You could be caramel. You're pretty. I like ya. And I'll get y'all the name of that tea. I got a picture somewhere in my phone on it, like everybody else, you know. Take 1,001 pictures and forget that you put them in your phone. Then you're wondering why the little sucker needs to reboot all the time because it's clogging up. But anyways, I'll search for it, get the name of the tea. The tea tasted so good. We sometimes can get a little crazy with sweetener, and I will move that out of your way this time. I'll pay attention. So sometimes we could get crazy with sweetener because, let's face it, we're in the South. We're far south. We're in the swamps of the South. But for that one, we actually did not. A little honey was all it needed. It was so yummy. We very, very much enjoyed it. And when I say we, I mean me and Tristan. Me and Tristan are tea drinkers here in this house. And if I'm lucky, my sister and my mom are as well. But primarily, it's me and Tristan. We're the teasers of the house. Okay, so we're going to add in, because I like this gold so much, we're going to add this bad boy in here. Golly, I hope it goes really gold. Or at least something like a golden loaf of French bread I would be happy for. I mean, I'm sure nobody wants their soap compared to French bread. But I wouldn't mind. I really wouldn't. Oh, I think I don't want to mess with it too much. You saw that swirl. She's a pretty one. Yes. I don't know if you ever listen to other soapers, and my God, I'm sure y'all do. I'm sure I'm not the first one you listen to. But soaps are either he or she for me. It's like your vehicle. He's a he or she. I even name them names that are he or she. I guess, you know, I've heard some people just give them number batches. Like batch number 732. Well, how would you identify and your customers identify what's in it? Batch number 537. I think that's just strange. I need a name. Like you name your vehicle? Well, I name my soaps. My poor truck, she still ain't got a name. She's just a truck. And yeah, she's a she, not a he. I don't think I actually want to mess with this very much. Because that gold, wow, 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 I'm loving you. I need another spatula. So, well, and we didn't even get the scent in yet. So we'll do that, and then we'll get the orange flakes in, and we'll see what kind of scrubadicious we can do. This counter's going to be so dang dirty. Let's go fragrant first. I mean, if you're going to seize up on us, because you know us, we like this season. Seizing up is basically, and I'm probably getting that wrong too, like when it gets too thick to do anything with. That happens in soap making. It's like it gets to trace super, super fast. Look at that. It slowed it down, and now we lost our pretty swirl. It makes it that it gets to trace like super fast, and then it's like glooping in. If you had watched me do the Dollar Aisle soap, that one seized up on me, and it just kind of went glooping in the pot. Kind of happens. But as long as I don't see any ricing. Oh yeah, ricing looks like makes it look like Grandma made some rice pudding. We ain't got none of that. And a false trace is when you think it came to trace, but it tricked you. It was a lie. Oh, the pretty gold is gone. But look, it is a pretty color though. Maybe just don't swirl it all in and get all crazy with it, you know? I tell you what, when I make a pure white soap, we'll use that gold again. You see that? I had a lot of gold. Now I don't, because we had Mardi Gras. No, Mardi Gras was a while back, grant you, but a few months back. But you know, when you have Mardi Gras, you go crazy. Purple, green, and gold, everything. Make you sneeze purple, green, and gold for days. Let's see if we add just a little bit of these cute little fellers in here. Watch where I put my fingers, right? Oh, I got a lot more in here than I expected. So So we're just going to put it all in because that's kind of wild we are sometimes. Oh, excuse me. I tell you what, if it wasn't for this bergamot, I'd probably be sleepy right now because this lavender is really all in it. She's in it to win it, that's for sure. So this is that Earl Grey tea. It still smells so lovely. So I was going to add some, you know, in it, but I think instead, might get some in it anyways because, like, it's better than dusting in the trash can. What I'm thinking of doing is just adding it like on top, across the top would be a little pretty. I don't know. Might be actually ugly, you know? Sometimes you just don't know with these things. So we're going to add a little bit of this in first. Not too much, because I think we could do 2 molds. And they won't be all the way up, which is fine. They ain't going to be perfect all the time. Slam out them bubbles. And then we'll do this side. These molds I got on Amazon. I'm sure I've told y'all about that. They were a 2-for-1 deal. And if you sign up on Amazon with a business, let me tell you what, little peoples, you will get more deals as a business than you do as an individual. That was quite shocking to me because nobody told me that. Well, more so because I don't know many businesses that have Amazon that would tell me anyways. But I'm going to share it with you. So, when I signed up, of course now, I have 2 accounts. I have my personal and I have my business. So I had to go back and forth for a few days because I still don't know how to figure out how to get all my stuff from personal favorites into business favorites. Probably never going to learn that. So I just got to keep going back and forth until I find what I'm looking for. And it made it that some of these things that I've been looking for, but I don't want to pay that much. It's not so much I don't want to pay. I can't afford to pay it. And my little business is just that. She's a little girl. I mean, she cannot be affording, you know, to be paying $25. I hope I didn't lose y'all there because my battery's about to, you know, kick a bucket. So I can't afford to be paying $25 for a single mold. Hold on a second. All right, now that y'all powered up. Okay, so I got to do what I can. Well, they ended up having like 2 of these molds for under $20. So I went crazy and I bought 2 sets because, you know, sometimes it gets crazy in here and you need all the molds you can find. I think we're going to do what is considered a mica line, but, well, obviously it's not mica. It's our tea between our 2 layers. Because, man, I just got to use it. I took all day to dry it out. Make sure, you know, because this is the used one that we made the water with. And I don't want it to go to waste. So, I'm going to kind of throw it in here. And today we lucked out. The weather was very nice, considering yesterday was nothing nice at all. It was a deluge. And it was a so-called cool breeze from the north. In the summer, that's kind of funny, getting a cool breeze from the north. But anyways, so that's what it was, supposedly. Making it a cool breeze. Well, it was cool. I'm sure in the sun it was killer hot. I was in it, in and out all day. It was, you know, you could bake your bread. But, in the breeze part of it all, it was quite nice. So, having just perfect sun to dry these out without a pop-up storm drowning them out again was quite pleasant. Let me get a napkin before I start smearing gold everywhere. Alright, so now we got our purple And I got my soap that I could probably put on my head right now. It's solid. But I'm going to put the lavender in it, and we're going to see what we get. And for this recipe, unlike some of my other recipes that I go wild and crazy with all the fragrant oils, because I hate that after it dries, you don't have anything. And I don't know about anybody else, but after it dries, I want to be able to smell my soap. I want that smell there. I don't want it that it all faded. Holy turds. We were getting pudding in here, people. Anyways, it's going to blend in for me. So, yeah, I go a little heavier on the scent than most would. Now, in my testing afterward, it does not burn the skin. No one has complained. Came back to me and said, hey, my tub's turning purple and so is my skin. Like Violet Beauregard, you know. But she turned blue, not purple, right? So, no one's complained about that. We haven't had any complaints of a smell not there. You know, we went through it all. This ain't our first rodeo with all this. We're just getting up to speed and making videos for you peoples. Okay, let's see if we could get the purple in. Look at that, right? I don't know how to describe this purple, and I hope it comes out good in video. My lighting is made for energy saving, not for on camera to me it looks kind of pink, but I swear it's not pink. It's an energy saving lights. It's not, you know, it's not go and make a film lights. Maybe I'll talk to my electrician about that and he could help me out. Be a little more savvy with light setup in here. I don't know, but this I really like this purple a lot. And I know I keep saying that, and I mean, I'm sure y'all like, okay, Cho, we know you like the purple. But yeah, it is quite lovely. I'd hate to stick blend this because then we're going to have rocks. It's going to get all hard up on me. But I don't want to blend. I got some chunks hanging out that are white. This is why I can't make beautiful soap. You see them chunks in there? Like they're white chunks. That's a soap. It's open. It's what we call marrying. The lye water, because you need lye to make soap, people. I ain't lying. So the lye water and the oils are going through a thing called sponification. I'm probably mispronouncing that too, but you know, you roll with it. And when they go through sponification, they marry. And what you come out with is soap. Real, usable soap. That's awesome stuff. I think we're gonna, I don't think this lavender is gonna get in here. We're gonna try, because we're just, this is becoming the crazy soap. We're gonna see. I think I might sneeze purple later on. The dust is kicking back up on me. And I'm calling this a mica, but it's not. It's a pigment. Very sorry, Mad Micas. It's a pigment, not a mica. Let me apologize now. Don't want nobody coming back and fussing me. Oh. Well, just bloop your little self right on in there, pal. Well, if anything, I tell you what, it smells pretty. It might not look the slightest bit like what the heck. That looks nothing like tea. But, you know, it smells good. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell somebody when they're going to ask, what kind of tea is that? It's Earl Grey, I swear. It smells really good, though. It smells like the tea that we had batched 2 or so nights ago. Smells like Earl Grey tea with bergamot and lavender, which is exactly what the tea itself is. And I'm usually not a huge over-the-top fan of Earl. I like white teas. I like green tea. And a straight-up southern black tea. Put that glass in the sun and make me some tea. My favorite. So the fact that this is something a little different for me, but it smells good. And hopefully our clients like it too. Now we typically sell at the farmer's market, which I believe I've told y'all about that as well. And I'm going to keep telling y'all about it till y'all come out and visit us one day. Come past the Veillée one afternoon at South Louisiana's seed store in Terrebonne Parish in Houma, downtown Houma to be exact. It's on the bayou side. We set up in the parking lot from 3 to 5. Sometimes we actually do stay past 5 because the traffic is some traka to get in and out of the parking lot, especially at load up time. And it is kind of like chicken run to get across that road. So if you in the area and you're trying to jump the road, get ready. It's like chicken run. Hopefully, we have not been since May 22nd because we were getting too low on our soap stock and our scrubs and, well, just about everything else. So we haven't been able to make it out there. Sorry. I forget that if I start tapping, y'all might not hear me while I'm trying to talk. I forget that y'all not actually right in the studio with me. Sorry about that, pal. Didn't mean to be so rude. Phew. Well, I think that's probably as best as they're gonna get. And no, they're not filled up. Because I made 2 loaves instead of 1. Because I don't do piping very well. Quite honestly, I'm quite horrible at it. And I used to be good at that when my boys were babies. I would make them all their cakes. But I don't know what the heck happened over the years. I just totally suck now. And that's all there is to it. I think I'm going to go back, though. Because this gold is too pretty just not to make it on the soap. So, let's see if we got a different stick. Yeah, sticks. This is, you know, a palette for the roux. Or to saute your onions. It's never been used for that, but it has a good stick. Let's see if we zigzag one. I know I did the line in it, and you might be cringing. But that's alright. You go ahead and cringe. We're going to see what comes out. I'm not going to do both of them that way. But you go ahead and cringe, and it might be quite beautiful. We don't know this. I know it's going to have air pockets, like the devil in it. Alright, let's see if we could get a topping going on this thing. I am famous for the gap in the soap look. Like, I don't have any other style. I have to pull it up and stick it. Maybe that's what I should watch. How to make different tops on soaps, right? And one day, Katie, I will buy your piping kit set. And I will practice my little heart out piping all day long. All day, all night. I'll get it. I don't know. I'm just not there yet. I don't know what to say. Well, this is really cute. Kind of spiky. I wonder if Earl was a feisty man in his time. I bet you he was. A feisty old man. So, beans have got all Mardi Gras things still kicking. Still kicking. It's more purple than anything at this point, but we still got it. And well, moody. I don't know where my you lose what you got, I guess. That's one thing I don't like about TD. It makes such a mess. That's this white stuff, titanium dioxide. Yo, it reminds me of kilts. Like you touch it once and everywhere you touch, guess what? It's going with you. Same thing. It's like kilts, not in the roll-on kilts, no, like kilts in, like when you do kilts in the spray can. Like no matter where you touch, it's freaking there. About get on my nerve. Let's see if we can mix some of this up just a little. I'm using castor oil. Yes, I buy a lot from Piping Rock, and some things I need to change because I find they're getting a little too expensive for what I need it for. I mean, soaping all the time, it's getting a little pricey. And I don't want to have to join a club in order to get better prices on oils and soaps and stuff. To me, that somewhere in that predicament of it all, I feel like I'm defeating the purpose of saving money. Because I had to join a club to pay to get a discount all year long. Doesn't that sound fishy to you? And you know, something about that just don't sit right with me. More so, I don't want somebody coming back and saying, well, you don't get the discount. You didn't buy enough this month. No, babe, you're right. I probably didn't. Because I'm not making large batches. As you can see, now I got the white all over my hand. As you can see, I'm only making this one batch. That's it. Like, this is it for Earl. We'll go on to another tea after this. So why would I be buying, 5-gallon drums of oils? That's going to go rancid before I get to use it. That's what's going to happen. I don't think that's quite fair for me, More so, where the heck am I going to store that? Think about it. Think about it. Oh, I am so addicted to this. You know why I'm addicted to this glitter stuff, I tell you? Watch those other videos. Those women, especially like Katie. Katie is Royalty Soaps. She's a glitter queen. There's a few others. Spicy Pine Cone. I like her stuff. She doesn't really glitter very much. She's more just simple and not simple in a bad way, simple in a good way. I'm going to remember all of y'all one day. And I cannot make stuff like Ms. B. Number one, Ms. B makes... This thing's going to fight with me. You see this? Oh, farting in the jar here. Okay, so Ms. B makes... Sorry, B. She does soaping with Play-Doh. Y'all, I didn't even like Play-Doh as a kid. That stunk and grossed me out. So I never had the technique of, playing with it as a kid. I don't see where I'm going to be all that great with it as an adult. Sorcery Soaps. That's her name. And she makes the most beautiful animals and things. And she does this book thing. And, it reminds me of my niece Elizabeth, who has been a book lover since the day she came out the womb. But that stuff B does. And then she adds it on a beautiful but simple soap. And wow, she just steps it up a notch. One day, people, I'll be able to actually buy soap from you. And I hope so, because I would like to start doing that. Yeah. One day. I know somebody's going to see this and go, oh my God, she talked about so-and-so, but she didn't talk about me. If you would see my save list, you wouldn't worry about who I talk about. I like y'all all. I have watched all y'all videos. And that is my chill out mommy time thing. I watch all of y'all videos. And I go back and forth. And it was miserable when I was sick back in December. The good part was I got to sit in front of my computer and watch a lot of videos and catch up on what's going on in this world with everybody else's businesses, because I couldn't do very much. I was so sick. I didn't even want to come into the studio because I was afraid I was contaminating it. It was so bad. And being mom, you know, I can't go to the hospital to get better. I got to stay home and take care of some childrens, because I got a whole gaggle of them. So, somebody got to help take care of these boys. Alright, I'm going to stop before I actually play so much that I become gold. Like body paint in the gold. Oh, my cleaner's going to be so mad. I got every little glass jar almost dirty for him. He's going to be so upset with me. Good part is, I mean, I hate throwing away plastics. But I ain't going to try to reuse them either. Oh, Kel Zid. Zid, people. Z-Dob to the max. Alright. Well, I ain't covering this. And this ain't going marry. Well, it's going to marry. But there we go. That's Earl Grey. These I'm going to probably chop up and give to my good friend, Miss Brenda. And these little beauties are going to get diced up to sell. And, yeah, you give me something and I soap with it, I'll probably give you soap back in what item you gave me. So, if you give me coconuts, guess what? You're getting soap back. Not only soap, grant you. You know, if we make lotion with it, chapstick, lip balm, body scrub, whatever. Like your laundry softener smell stuff, we do that. You know, you just got to ask. We have not had something we don't do. There's a few things I'd rather not do. But don't do, we do it all. So, yeah. Y'all go ahead. Have yourselves a good night. Sleep well, my friends. This ain't even hot. And we're going to let these two party it out up here on the counter for tonight. And we shall see tomorrow what they look like. Alright, we're Cajun. No, we're not. We are Cajun, but we are confused too. It goes to show you it's late. We are laluna.cajun Studios in Southern Louisiana. South Lafourche Parish to be exact. And you can find us on Facebook at laluna.cajun. You could email us at laluna.cajun@gmail.com. And I'm going to leave all the ingredients that we used here below in the description. So you could go and check that out. And I shall see y'all later for the cut. Good night.